Hello fellow Star Wars fans, my name is Star Raptor. I'm so happy you could join me for this video because I'm extremely excited after having just watched the latest episode of Ahsoka, episode 4. We're diving deep into spoiler territory here, as you already probably seen the thumbnail and the description here, so you have been warned. We see Ahsoka ending up in this ethereal kind of location. We're going to dive into the ramifications of what that all could mean, but first, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this very YouTube channel to be a part of a very cool, positive Star Wars community where we talk about Ahsoka stuff every week, and as well as everything else in Star Wars from the books, comics, and much more. Would love for you guys to join this community. So yes, for those of you that are not caught up to speed on Rebels, you might be a little bit confused about what we've seen at the end of this. Where is Ahsoka after being slashed and fallen down on this rocky face by Balin's skull? We suddenly find her waking up in this kind of, is it the afterlife? What is it? So from what I could tell, this is the world between worlds. So in Star Wars Rebels, we see her fighting Vader, and she basically is killed for the most part, but then is transported to this other location, this other dimension of the Star Wars galaxy, in which she could see events that have happened. She could hear voices from the future. It's just like kind of, this capsule in time, and you have portals to these different realms. Palpatine was trying to get that information, and then Ezra is able to pull her out of the portal towards the end of the Rebel series, and that's how she survives her tilt with Darth Vader. It's kind of a time loop sort of situation, and that's kind of where we see her at the end of this episode, is she's suddenly back where she was years ago, and the Chosen One, Hayden Christensen, playing Anakin Skywalker in that full-on Clone Wars look, just was absolutely incredible. We heard rumors of this happening over a year ago. To see it actually taking place is amazing. What does this mean for the future of this series? How can this play a role into what is happening? I guess, you know, what I would say is maybe this is a way for Ahsoka to get to the unknown regions or wherever Thrawn is, because now that Balin has destroyed that map, unfortunately the Ghost and Carson Teva have gotten there too slow. They have almost got there in time, but not quite. So there really is no way to get there unless Sabine is able to mutiny and get out of there safely. I think we're going to see Ahsoka obviously getting a lot of knowledge from her master now. She has, I believe, spoken to him in ghost form. Maybe, I'm not sure. We know Anakin, his Force ghost form, was talking to Luke, or at least a little bit in some ways, with the Shadow of the Sith book, which takes place before this, but that's a whole nother can of worms. I am just really excited to see how they explain this, because I'm doing my best to explain it to you guys that have not watched Rebels, and it is still very, it bends my mind. It's hard to conceive of this. I'm not a huge fan of it because it does kind of inherently include time travel into Star Wars to a certain degree. Timey, warpy, like Doctor Who stuff. Basically, if somebody, kind of messes with the timeline, it's going to always happen inevitably. So this time loop that we're in, I hope it just doesn't make the whole Star Wars galaxy reset itself somehow. Whenever you deal with time, there's lots of things like the multiverse in Marvel that can spin out of control, and I just don't want Star Wars to go down that road too heavily. Obviously, by the onset of the announcement of Ahsoka, even the title card had those sort of world between worlds-esque type of things. So there's so many possibilities that this could go in. Could we see characters return from the dead? It's quite possible. I mean, could we see Ahsoka just go to a different galaxy with the unknown regions, whatever? That's certainly possible. We haven't seen travel across long distances, but maybe this is a way to do that. But yes, I'm just excited to hear your guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts on the world between worlds physically appearing in Star Wars? How about just seeing Anakin Skywalker? I want to talk about that too. Let me know in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars, you're already in the right place. As I said off the top, I would love for you guys to join me here on the Star Raptor YouTube channel as we talk weekly about the latest in Star Wars and much more. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more. That's going to do it for me, Star. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @StarRaptor.